Show everybody. Mike,
hey buddy,
Amy, 3G. Hey pal,
what was just happening?
It's a shit show over here. It's been I didn't even look at my hair. I haven't even checked to see if my videos are here. I believe they are. This is really the only one that matters. We never got to this a week ago. I thought this was an important one to get to. So we can mention that one later. It's not important right now.
It is. Put it back up.
Yeah, I'll get that. Amy could be our version of Sydney Sweeney anytime she wants. She's just selfish.
No. Amy could
but anyway, Amy could. Not saying she should, but she could. No, I had like G just got home and I need to get a couple curved monitors here. I guess they don't have to be curved, but to have more control over the videos, kind of like Amy does. And so he brought me a couple from the office and he's trying to have conversation with me. I'm like, bro, I gotta go. They're like in the studio waiting for me. He's like, I know, well, just this one thing. And I'm like, and then it hits me because he just got home and he's excited about it. And then I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't take my brain shake. And I need my brain shake because I'm stupid. And so I had to run to the other room. Hi, Cece. Bye, Cece. D's got to go. Hold on.
D's got to go.
Yeah, D's got to go. People are waiting.
Got to go.
They're sending me memes. They're going to be making fun of me with memes.
Wait, what are you drinking there?
That's Arizona green tea.
Nice.
I love these.
What's your brain shake?
Dude, I know this is going to sound stupid, but it's like you take like 2 scoops with water, mix it in a blender, and then shoot it.
2 scoops of what?
It's neuro something or other. It's the shit that was produced, that was manufactured with the help through what's his name? See,
seems
there's my brain. Yeah, it seems to be working great, doesn't it?
Bringing endorsement.
Bill Romanowski. See, it just kicked in. And now the name came to me. So Romanowski is like, I'm going to be retarded. I hit a lot of people with my head for a lot of years. I'm already doing dumb shit. I better get on this. And so for a decade, he's been working on something to help rebuild brain waves for memory, for, all the shit that I find like I'm struggling with a lot. And I didn't take a lot of hits to my head, probably like you have, Greg, as a football guy. So I was like, fuck it. And I notice a difference. I do feel a little bit of sharpness. And so I try to remember as much as I can, like, fuck, I got to take my my stupid shake. And so me and G have been doing it. And
send me a link. I want to try it. Yeah,
it's called Neuro 1 or Neuro Link 1 or something like that. It's got all kinds of the usual stuff.
You can say I took hits to the head, but I think
you delivered hits.
No, I was going to say, but I've never done cocaine.
There you go. I've done so many drugs, Greg, that that it's inevitable. Like the amount of, Whippets alone. I went on a nice run with Whippets there.
What did you just try? Whatever was put in front of you?
Anything. Yeah.
We have addictive personalities. I don't know if you know that about addictive people with September 12th birthdays.
Yeah, we do. So we have to be really careful. I'm really proud of Amy that she hasn't gone down as dark a road, but I was in the position of kind of making a decent amount of money and nobody could really say anything to you when you fuck things up. It was just like, the show's killing it. So who cares? Give them another contract. So you could kind of be a train wreck if you wanted. It is what it is.
Were you a train wreck at work?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For, I shouldn't say train wreck. I did more of my train wrecking after the show, but certainly there were days where it was like, whew.
But you were out there though. All you guys were having a good time.
Yeah, we were having a good time, and I'm actually shocked when I talk to other morning show guys. They're like, I've never done any. They're teetotalers, and I'm like, really? Whippets were fun. They are Whippets are hilarious to me because you do one whippet and then you'd be like, I'm sitting here with my friends. You guys know them. What's your name again? Guy in the bottom. Like it's like that. It's you don't remember anything. And that is supposed to be just like catastrophic for your brain. Just it kills brain cells and they don't rejuvenate. And I didn't do years of that, but I did enough of them, had enough fun with them where it's like,
Hour do the same thing?
No, he was pretty good. He got married. And so he had like, that was my whole problem. I didn't have anyone really keeping me in line.
Yeah, and he's a homo.
Party?
What's that?
Did Mike party? I just always saw him drinking beer.
Yeah, he was a big beer guy. He had fun later too, but he was mostly he was a Labatt guy. He was on the Molson XXX, was it? Was that the one? So he's got like the salad story is a classic.
Yikes.
That people know. And that was a night of like Labatt. As far as I could see like those types of stories.
Yeah.
But then I did plenty after that show ended, and it is what it is. I don't now, which is good, right. But I fear, boy, you've done damage. So I do what I can.
You do the brain shake, okay?
Yeah, so I take a brain shake. I'll send you the link. It's Bill Romanowski's company, and they have all kinds of stuff for sleep, for neurological stuff, and it kind of runs in my family, so I'm doubly worried about it. So
heart attacks
it is
run
what
in
it
my
is.
family.
Heart attacks, yeah, that sucks.
Amy, were you a partier?
I was.
Were you?
Yeah.
Did you do fun partying, or were you just like a couple cocktails and?
Yeah, no, I was mainly alcohol. I was always scared to do drugs, other than weed, because I have an addictive personality. I know I'd love coke.
Me too.
I know I'd love most drugs, to be honest. Although I did do mushrooms. I've done mushrooms, which was super fun. But so I like drugs always scared me, and drugs really scare me today because I'm just like, I would get the fentanyl batch, and I'd be dead in 5 seconds. So, dude,
it's funny. I had a grandma that used to. God, this has to go back. What are we in? Probably 2005. Maybe was like I've got and I would buy some stuff from her. I don't even remember how I got connected. She was a fucking batshit crazy Nana lady, and she was like, "Mike, I've got these fentanyl patches. Do you want to buy?" And she'd have like a case of them. Just
oh my god,
and it looks like just nicotine patches. So if you think of the square little nicotine patch and how those are packaged, like imagine a box of 100 of fentanyl. I didn't even know what fentanyl was. I was like, yeah, crazy lady, I don't fucking want your stupid fentanyl patches. But they're the same concept. You put it on and for 3 days, it just drips. And I guess people abuse that too. And they just crack it open and drink it.
I reckon.
Yeah.
People were all fucking patched up.
Yeah.
Patched up proper.
So I imagine, here, I'm going to send you the, sorry.
You can do it later.
No, I can't though. I was going to send it to Amy, the read for today.
Oh.
Because she's going to get mad at me if she's like, I don't have that on me. So I'll send her a new one.
Hey, Lynn, I made you a mod. I don't know what that means, but you might have special powers in the chat. So,
because she's in there every day.
Yeah, I made a couple people mods today,
dude,
because I got
Lynn,
access. I got access to Mike's YouTube account. I can run wild if I want to.
Atta girl.
And I made a few mods. So I don't know, Lynn. You can I have no idea what you can do, but have fun.
With great power comes great responsibility. And you've just given Lynn power to be a total, if she wants to be.
She won't. Lynn's
unless she's on Whippets.
Yeah. I would never give a moderator spot to James.
Yeah, that would be
James
dangerous.
would abuse it.
Yeah, he'd be calling for a new Holocaust or something if you did.
Is that James Lynn, the NFL guy?
No, James is not an NFL guy.
I would give one to NFL Bob.
NFL Bob could be trusted. Yes, he runs a business.
If he Venmos me $500, I will make him a mod.
No, he just does that to men. He only sends men like Greg $500.
Yep.
I noticed a wrench next to my name.
Maybe you can Google what moderators can do, because I have no idea. But
here's the thing, though.
I'm going to make Lynn a moderator.
Here's the thing I would say. I don't think I've ever blocked a person in my life. I don't care what people say.
Yeah, it's not just that, though. I feel like they can do other things. Like they can pin things in the chat. Like if we wanted to, do something and like Lynn wanted to pull it up, like pull an article up, she could drop the link in the chat or like she has like other capabilities and stuff.
Yeah, so if they use it responsibly, that's great. I don't want someone like, oh, this guy said something mean about Amy or Greg or Mike and delete them. Like, fuck that. I don't need that stuff. I don't care. Unless they say something mean about me. You can block those people. But outside of that, no. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and unless that kitty cat bitch from yesterday comes in the chat, you can block her. I give you permission.
People love that, by the way.
I got a couple messages.
So did I. Like literally as soon as the show was over, it was like, dude.
I felt so much better after that though.
You did. You had a glow.
I walked downstairs and I was just like, I just popped off on somebody like really hardcore.
I bet Rocky is like, thank God for TDC Podcast. Otherwise, he'd be dealing with it.
100%.
He would. If you don't have an outlet, if you don't have a personal outlet to like go off on that stuff, you know, I swear it's why I'm not as crazy on social media. It's like, if I got something to say, I'll say it here.
Yeah.
So it's got to be really hard for some people that
I was going through some old messages with our friend that just passed away, and he was always like such a huge supporter of me, like on social media, and like he was a huge MAGA guy, and he'd message me all the time and be like, please do not ever stop being you and calling out these motherfuckers. So I will continue in Brandon's name.
Well, I actually texted Aaron. I was like, we need a clip. You should probably bleep it because she said everything under the sun, and we need a TDC official clip, just start to finish of her entire rant.
Bleeping it will make it even funnier, because like every other word
will
be bleeped.
That's awesome.
And Greg and I sitting here just like, I'm not saying anything.
No, when I rewatched it, I only rewatched it for your guys' reactions, and it had me fucking rolling because I feel like both of you were like, I'm not going to say anything.
I don't say anything.
I'm just going to let this go.
I loved it.
So Greg loved it.
Like watching your guys' faces.
Well,
it was hilarious.
It's funny. I do get responses from people, and I'll get stuff like, well, you can tell Greg wasn't familiar with that line of topic or whatever. Like, we'll be telling some story about something that happened 10 years ago on the show. Like, oh yeah, the time we sent Eric to a men's jack-off club. And Greg's just like, what? Excuse me? And it's just common knowledge to anybody that's listened to this show over the years. Like, well, yeah, that's what you do. Obviously, you send your retard to a men's jack-off club, make him pay entrance fee and get naked and watch 50 guys jack off in a room together. What's the point? And to someone that's never heard that, it's like shocking. And so people have reached out to me like, you think Greg's going to stick around here and some of this stuff? I'm like, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. So seeing Amy go off, it's like, yeah, I'm used to that. But that might have been the first one Greg's run into.
Dude, I could see her face.
Yeah.
And that's why I stopped and said, what's the matter with you?
Well, when she said something, I think off the air before we started. She made some quick comment about today's not the day or something like that.
I said it early in the show when you said you got emails about my internet. And I was like, yes, today's not the day.
Today's not the day. And I was like, oh, has it been 30 days already? Is that thing back already?
But also, yes.
Yeah. I knew it was close, but I didn't know. And so I just assumed it was that. I didn't realize there was a lot more on top of it, which there was. But yeah, it was funny. But I love stuff hilarious. Like that. I had a few of those. I remember going off when we did that thing and raised money. And at the time, I think we'd raised, it might have been the first time we raised money for homeless, and we raised like 20 or 40 grand and nobody covered it.
Mm-hmm. No, I remember that. I remember that rant.
Fucking went off. I was calling reporters out by name.
Yeah.
And I was legitimately fucking angry. Like, this is bullshit. People, you get some, book drive at your school and it's covered on the evening news. Here we're raising tens of thousands of dollars for homeless in this community, and no one reaches out. I should have done a better job actually of reaching out to them and going, hey, we're doing this thing. And I actually had people in TV reach out to me going, dude, I'll be out there tomorrow to cover that. Like, so it's kind of a dick move on my part. But when you get those moments and you're just, sometimes it's best to just blow your lid. So,
Hey, is your sister in the chat right now?
She is.
See,
I got to make her a mod too.
It's the 3G sex appeal that brings all the girls to the yard.
It is.
There you go.
It really is.
As you guys can see, I don't know if you can see it.
No.
I cannot.
I voted.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. See my little, I got a swara there.
Yeah.
What were you voting for today?
Well, it was funny.
Don't they steal all your votes in Arizona?
Yeah, they don't even ever finish counting them, I don't think.
I think Arizona has done what Florida did, and it's kind of secured a lot. Like there's certain things I thought, and I don't know enough about it. I don't care, honestly, in Arizona. But the warden came and knocked on my door this afternoon and was like, are you voting today? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, to cancel out yours, I sure am.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know anything about it. I know there's a few big votes going on in New York. There's Prop 50 in California about redistricting, stuff like that. We'll get to some of that stuff today. But I was like, I wasn't planning. I go, why are you? And she goes, oh, yeah. And I was like, okay, now I need to cancel your vote out. You know, it's my mental thought.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't go anywhere. I go, did they mail us ballots? And she's like, well, if you're not going to use yours, just let me know. And I was like, so you want to fill mine out? And she was like, well,
wait, what?
She goes, I was going to if you're not going to. And I was like, the fuck you are?
Wait,
no.
What do you mean you can't go anywhere?
Because I was getting ready to do this show. This all happened a half hour ago.
Oh.
And so I was like, well, no, I'm not going anywhere right now. The guys will be waiting for me. And, I don't even know what's on the ballot or anything. But it was like, oh, yeah.
Democracies.
Right.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of action. This isn't the midterms. It's not a general. Right. It's just prop bullshit around various cities around the country. So it's, whatever. So it's not like there's a mayor vote going on around here. And so I'm like, but I could sense it. I was like, you want to steal my fucking ballot and fill it out? And she was like, yeah. And I was
Typical Dem.
Yeah. I was like, no, I'll take my ballot. Thank you. And so I opened it up. There's one thing on it.
Oh my God.
There's one.
What
and
is
it's
it?
like Prop 490. And it's like, something to do with,
probably a millage for a school or something like that.
It was something dumb, like raising taxes on homeowners to help with health care for poor people or something. Nope. Yeah. And I'm like, I go, which way are we voting on this one? And she's like, well, we're voting yes on that one. I was like, okay, good to know. Yeah. Here you go. So are you dropping these off for us? She's like, yeah. I was like, all right. Really quick. I need to sign this. Yep, sign it. And then I close it. Licked it. I was like, there you go. We voted.
Yeah. That's
Greg, you don't know this. Listeners will know this, but I had a liberal girlfriend for years. She got more and more like towards the warden and your wife as time has gone on. She was relatively sane for a few years, and she's still a sweetheart, but you know how it goes.
But the more liberal they get, the less sex you get.
Fair enough. But she would be like, she was deep into it. Like she wanted to know all the millages, all the school boards. Like she was deep into it and the judges in different counties. And I would go, you know what, sweetheart, I need you to give me a list of who we're voting for.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to do the homework, that would be great. I don't have time to dig into the school district and who's on the board. So if you want to do that legwork for me, that's greatly appreciated. Oh, no problem. And so she'd be like, we're voting for Judge Wilson, Judge Johnson, seat member Luis Castro. So, and okay, these are the people I'm absolutely not voting for. And I just had a list, and it was like the exact opposite. It was like, thank you once again for doing all the homework. This makes things way easier for us. This is good for us. So she probably still doesn't know that.
Right?
Oh, yeah. So whatever she voted for was 100% canceled. All that work was canceled out by her. The call was coming from inside the house.
Right.
It was all canceled out by
That's
me.
funny.
That's awesome.
But, yeah. So I don't know what's going on in Michigan. Do you guys have a big vote today on anything? I haven't seen Detroit come up on much.
Oh, Detroit's the mayor.
Detroit,
right?
the mayor in Detroit is.
Oh,
is
Duggan's got to go, right?
Well, he's running for governor.
He's running for governor.
He's term limited, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's a Dem, right?
Yeah.
He's done a good job. Detroit has not been in the news for shitty things. You got to give him credit.
Decent job.
Yeah.
He's done a decent job. You know, it's funny. I think a lot of it, and I think this goes with presidents too, but a lot of what you accomplish comes in later years, right? And so, you know, people who got credit for example, the Detroit Super Bowl was really Kwame.
Right.
You know, type of thing. But I don't know. I don't know what he's done necessarily, but I know that we're not in the news for bad things all the time like we used to be. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Dude, I was very impressed during the BLM stuff when it started popping off in major metro cities everywhere. And Detroit
it wasn't really much here. I think, honestly, I think that's more a credit to the Detroit police.
Craig, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
It was 100% Chief Craig during that.
Yeah, yes, but you still had leadership above Chief Craig that obviously were doing something right. And I guess I'm kind of biased because I wasn't super into it. Mayor Duggan came over in the early days, came out to my house and when he was running. And they were trying to keep him off the ballot, I think was the issue.
I remember that, yeah.
At your house.
He came to my house because we have a mutual friend. And so when Drew and I and Mark first started the podcast out of a home studio, most people didn't know what a podcast was. He came over to the house and he hung out with us. You remember that, Amy?
I do.
And he was great. Was he the one that wasn't allowed on the ballot? Was that the story at the time?
I vaguely remember that. I feel like it was something with his residency, maybe. I vaguely recall.
Yeah.
I feel like he had to be a write-in.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I feel like it was a write-in thing.
Yeah.
You know what? I could absolutely, if he's running for governor, we could try to get him on again. No, you don't think so?
Can we get John James? I'd like that.
I don't know anyone that knows John James, but Duggan
you probably do.
Yeah, my buddy Ben was his number 2. So was it DMC? It wasn't Blue Cross. DMC, yeah. Yeah, so Ben, a good friend of mine, was the chief financial officer or chief operating officer at DMC when Duggan was there. So he's right hand. So I don't know. He might tell us to go pound sand nowadays, but anyway, it sounds like there's some shit going on. No shock. Is it just me, or does it feel like every time there's like bomb threats or, it's crazy, our voting machines aren't working, it's always in like conservative districts?
Conservative areas.
Is that just us?
Where is that happening?
Well, emailed bomb threats led to temporary closures at polling sites in 7 New Jersey counties, including Bergen, Essex, Mercer, Middlesex, Monmouth, Ocean, and Passaic. Could be mispronouncing some of those. While voting machine failures. What's that?
Bergen.
Okay.
Yeah, get it right, Mike.
Voting machine failures in Republican-leaning districts of Cumberland County halted operations during the election between Democrat Mike Sherrill and Republican Jack Citarelli.
Yeah.
Authorities investigated and said there's no credible dangers, enabling most to reopen after sweeps and voter relocations. Officials noted minimal impact on turnout. I don't know how they could know that for sure. Laura Loomer tweeted out, the bomb threats were probably called in by Mamdani's own Muslim jihadi voters.
God, she's ruthless, man.
She's ruthless. And then there was breaking. Voting machines are down across Pennsylvania and New Jersey in red-leaning districts like Cumberland County, and voters are being turned away after not appearing in rolls, including a Chester County precinct where 800 residents reportedly cannot vote today. So I'm not stunned by this.
Pretty red.
What's that?
Chester County's pretty red.
Is it?
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know a lot about these
Philly suburbs?
Yeah.
I lived there.
Did you really?
I lived in Philly and Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't thinking Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but yeah. Did you see what Pennsylvania? Yeah, Chicago, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I don't know. Since I was 5, it's been funny.
Now that you're 6, you're still doing it.
Yeah, I'm still doing it. Sorry.
Okay,
get used to it. Hold on. It'll forever be Pennsylvania.
Hold on.
Do you have the thing that Elon tweeted out too?
I do, but before we get to that, Mike, so I'm not reading it at the end.
Okay.
I'm going to read this.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I apologize if anyone was listening live at the Deer Lake Athletic Club yesterday when I went on a profanity-laced tirade. I apologize.
That would have been one of those where the bartender's like lightly jogging over to the remote.
Where's the remote?
Hold on.
Remote?
Mute. We'll get back to the show in a moment.
Wait, do they play it in the place?
Yeah. A lot of times they sit at the rail with listeners and have drinks and watch live.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
shit.
If you want to do that with fellow TDC listeners, you can go to the Deer Lake Athletic Club in Clarkson. They offer adult and junior tennis, pickleball, and swim lessons, plus junior swim team, the Deer Lake Dolphins.
Oh,
Fitness classes are included with membership. They have a gym, a cycle room, and 3 pools. The backcourt restaurant inside the DLAC is also open to the public, and they're open every day of the week. Monday through Thursday at 4 p.m., Friday and Saturday at 11, and Sunday they're open at 10 a.m. for Chef Jerry's famous brunch, which I really want to try. I'm not going to lie. We have upcoming events like Thanksgiving buffet and Santa brunch. Visit their website, deerlakeathletic.com, for more info about the club, restaurant, and banquet center, or call 248-625-8686.
Kind of disappointed we haven't seen any super chats from is it MLS?
Yeah, from David.
It's kind of bullshit that David hasn't, dropped a hundy.
He's a cheap fucker, dude. We have to beg him every time.
It's not right.
By the way,
he did. He gave me some dates to go on his Lego show.
Tell him not without another super chat.
Are you going to go over there and do one, Aim?
Hell yeah.
Wait, did you mention the Patreon?
No. Did you?
No, we should though.
Okay.
Patreon.com/TDC Podcast.
Somebody become a member and be a baller. Come on. I want to see someone sign up and be a big fucking baller.
Yeah, right. That's what we need is ballers. We need all ballers in there.
We
can do whatever. We'll let the ballers pick the topics. I love doing stuff like that.
Whatever
you pick the topic.
Hey, speaking of ballers, I got to shout out my brother-in-law. We went out to dinner Saturday. We had these plans and it worked out perfectly because you will recall on our last Patreon episode, I had mentioned how my brother-in-law he's the guy you want to be with at a nice dinner who's going to throw down his super heavy paperweight Amex, And so it just so happened he listened to that episode like the day before we went out to dinner. And because Kelly was like, oh, I want you guys to hear Mike reading Amy's journals. And like, as soon as she press play, like you just heard Cullen, and Cullen was like, oh, no, like rewind it. I want to hear what they said. And of course we were saying he was a baller, which was nice. We were saying all nice things, of course. So we're going out to eat on Saturday for my mom. She's doing her snowbird thing and going down to Florida. And so Kelly and her family suggest Hyde Park, which is not a cheap restaurant. It's a nice steakhouse, whatever.
I've never been. Cullen, if you're listening.
Yeah, it's really good.
I've never been to Hyde Park.
And it's cool. Like all their steaks are named after like Detroit players. They have like the Zetterberg, they have the Sanders, they have like different steaks named after like famous Detroit athletes, whatever. The Cabrera, I think they have. And so I was like, well, this is perfect timing because Cullen can't listen to that episode and then not throw down the paperweight Amex. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then be like, oh yeah, we'll have 7 checks.
Yeah. And then risk me coming on here and saying he's a cheap ass. So I just want to say, in terms of ballers,
he walks in and goes, it's just me and Kelly.
Oh man.
Dude, we did it. We went and saw, I can't remember what show we were all going to,
Crowder,
but it just
probably.
No, it wasn't Crowder. It was a different one, but it was like you and yours and Kelly and Colin and me and Troy and Hat, and there was and
I feel like that was Crowder.
Half the CIA was there. We did that for Crowder too, but this is a different one. There had to be 20 of us there. Random listeners joined us.
Yeah.
And that, I think I'd met Cullen at that point, but I didn't really know him. And it was just like, yeah, not even a thought. He was just like, yeah, I got it. And it was like, dude, there's like 30 fucking people here. What are you doing?
And it was funny too, because Cullen was like, and you got it spot on. Like, Kelly's not going to be the one to say, yeah, let me pay for everybody. But Cullen, 100%.
Dude, like, it was one of those where.
Did he whip it out?
We had listeners with us, like listeners. And there were grumblings from people like, oh, I would have got an appetizer if I knew he was paying for everything. Like shit like that. Like people were minding, like thinking they were going to be on the hook for the bill. They were like, oh my God, I'll have the small salad and the half sandwich.
I'll have a glass of water.
And a glass of water. Yes.
Wait,
because not all the listeners are fucking, loaded.
Yeah.
A lot of them are, like, oh shit.
They're not fucking subscribing.
Yeah. Right. A couple got shamed into it, dude.
Did he pay for dinner?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course.
Of course he did.
He couldn't not pay for it. It was terrible timing. It was like the day after I had said all of that.
Well, he's a good dude.
Colin, he would have paid regardless. He's a great guy.
Now that you shamed us listeners for getting our free's worth, I finally became a member. Aww. Looking forward to the member shows. Been a listener since day one. I still have my dirt face shirt.
Wow.
That's old school. That's old school.
What level of sign up?
Well, the new format with Ames and 3G and yourself is really working. Keep up the great work. That's from Mike Hindi. Thank you, Mike.
Did anybody join for my feet pics?
Well, there were people. Joe T became a member. Hello, Joe.
Hi, Joe. Joe,
I didn't have a minute. What level memberships are these?
There's all kinds, but these are the ones. There's a certain level. There's a certain level that gets you the extra show. There's some that just get you a thank you. There's some that get you the show, and so they're that level. I don't remember what all the things are, and that needs to be revamped anyways, because I didn't come up with that fucking list, and I've never been a big fan of it, to be honest with you. So whatever. A lot of things are going to get revamped. Bear with us. James Hannell became a member. Thank you, James. Sweet. So Greg being a dick and pushing people, like shaming people, is working.
Yeah, I like it.
It's working.
We appreciate it.
No, we do appreciate it. But as we said, if we really, really don't want to have to deal with fucking pussy corporate radio, this is how you got to do it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do the podcast.
Yeah.
And the better the podcasts are, the more audience you take from corporate pussy radio.
Well, they're getting pushy. Stop disincentivizing people. James wrote in feet pics, and then he did a puke emoji and said, how about let the member choose what and who, or the shirts from your old resident artist who could draw you and your fanny pack spot on.
What?
James, just because feet are not your thing does not mean they're not someone else's thing.
Wait, does he want dick pics? Is that what he's saying?
No. There was a listener who used to draw pictures of us, and he would draw me just like a circle with a circle on top, just like the fat guy. And he would draw J with a giant dick, and he would draw E as a tard. So, but they kind of really did look like us. So they're artistically kind of brilliant. Almost like stick figures, but kind of brilliant in their own way.
Okay.
And he actually reached out to me not that long ago and was like, I really like the addition of Amy. This is before 3G got here. So he listens sometimes. Maybe he'll draw pictures of us.
If you guys want, I'm a really good drawer.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait, is
not
that
bad.
when you were like 10?
Yeah, not 10. I think this was like a kindergarten exercise. But, Kelly found this whole folder of old journal entries that she brought to dinner the other night. And this was in there. There's actually a journal entry of Kelly's as well that she sent.
Oh, we're going to read that on the Patreon show?
Yeah.
We definitely will. Definitely.
We have to cut some of those and make them like shorts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yours are like a broken soul child. They're almost heartbreaking in a way. Like,
No, only some of them are. They're not all
a child screaming trouble. Like red lights are blinking right now.
It's
as
like
I read this.
She is gonna have daddy issues one day.
Right.
Yeah, daddy issues already.
Yeah.
Like, this is bad. Yeah. I've already had thoughts in my head of like a cartoon intro with like a freshly dirt grave that just says dad with 10-year-old fucking Amy standing there as I'm reading the journals. Like, yeah, it's with a jingle to it. Like, I've already thought of
No, so when my dad died, I was 6, and so I drew this picture, and from my I don't fully remember what the picture was. I ended up putting it in my dad's casket, so I guess it's in there. But it was.
Let's dig it up and go get it. I'd love to see
it was like my dad maybe standing there, and I know he was, or me, and I was holding a balloon that said like "I miss you" or whatever. So I draw this picture, and I walk up to my grandma and my sisters, and I was like, "Say you have a picture, and you wanted to put it on the front door. Like, how would you go about doing that?" So I hang it on the front door, and my grandma took it down.
What? Why?
I know, it's kind of bitchy.
Yeah.
Wait,
so that's why it ended up in the casket.
Mom's mom?
Mom's mom.
It probably hit a little. Was this grandma's son?
No, this was grandma's son-in-law.
Oh. Yeah, that's weird then.
Yeah. It's interesting because she lived with us at the time. And then I'm almost positive she was in Las Vegas when my dad died. And when she had gotten back from Vegas, my mom and dad were going to tell her she had to move out. But then my dad died, and my mom was like, "Well, I need help." And so my grandma never ended up moving out until she had Alzheimer's, and we put her in a nursing home like 20 years later.
Oh, that's the payback for helping your mom?
Nursing
home?
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, there's
what's it like, honestly, for a 6-year-old to lose their father? That's horrifying.
Yeah, it is
for
horrifying.
Anybody with kids. You wouldn't understand, Mike.
Yeah, I know. I think about that a lot of times with like I thought about it a lot with Charlie's kids, and I thought about it like when my nieces were 6, because what I thought was like, gosh, you see them and they obviously very much know their mom and dad, and they make special memories with them, and it's super fun. But like, I know they're not going to remember it as much as they remember it now. They're not going to remember. You just don't remember stuff from when you were that little.
Right.
You know?
See, I think it's good news. If you're going to lose a parent, better to lose them when you're 1, 2, 3, 4.
It just creates like
than when you're 10.
Issues, you know?
Yeah. Like, if you're going to lose a parent at 6 is a tough one because like, I have memories of being 5 and 6 years old, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Anything before that, like I look at, who's the Pete Davidson, who lost his dad on 9/11. He was like 1. It's like, you never knew him. You don't know life any other way.
Yeah.
Like that would almost, it's sad and it sounds harsh what I'm saying, but like
no,
in all reality,
it's 100% true. I mean, I was 6. I have like 3 memories. But it's funny. I often wonder if like that's where my love for true crime started, because the one of the memories I have with my dad is we watched Cops together. That was like our thing.
Hold on. MLS is here and he's leaving. Drop some super chat before you go.
I'm hanging out in Detroit with an election. All right, keep us posted.
He's doing what?
David.
Hanging out in Detroit with an election official?
Yeah. He's hey, MLS.
Election results party. Too. If he had time to write that, he had time to drop a hundy down. Like that. I don't know what's going on.
If one of the candidates wins, you have to super chat us.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Don't leave without paying.
Yeah. Pay on your way out.
If you're gonna announce your departure.
Right.
You have to pay.
And what about you, Wendy? You're a mod now. Drop the super chat.
I don't know if I made Wendy a mod, but I will if she's not.
If you want to be a mod, drop a super chat.
We're doing a lot of
We're selling them.
Hey, this part of the show is brought to you by your insurance expert. Are you paying too much for health insurance? Are you uninsured? Health insurance can be very confusing. Nick Matthews from Your Insurance Expert is an expert in health insurance, life insurance, Medicare supplements, so you do not have to be. This is for Lynn. I saw Lynn posted on Facebook
I was just
today.
about to say, I think Lynn used Nick Matthews.
Call Nick today if you haven't. 248-914-1173. So thank you to Nick. Should we get on to some stuff going on in the world? Was there anything else you guys needed to say there? I feel like I interrupted Greg asking a question of Amy.
Oh, no, that's okay. We can talk about, my dead dad stories another time.
Yeah. Plenty of time for all of those. And as they come up, they're always fun.
Yeah, they'll come up when we read the journals. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. I have a feeling it's going to be a theme that comes up a lot in your journals.
Yeah.
Whoa, Wendy just bought a wrench.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, Wendy. All
Give
right.
her a goddamn wrench right now.
I'm doing it.
Hashtag Lego. Okay. Dude, I've always been embarrassed about my love of Lego. Like,
you should be.
I love, shut up, Greg. I love that these people are like proud Lego. These are I'm in an adult fan of Lego, AFAL. I'm in an adult fan of Lego fan group on Facebook, and I see what people are making, and
it's like a fucking Disney adult, dude.
It's God, it sort of is. Shit. I can't even bust on you for that. I love it. There's nothing I can say. So Wendy, cool. Hashtag Lego. I love it.
Wendy says Legos are hot.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Guys who do Legos are hot. You wouldn't know, Greg. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Hetero, hopelessly.
Yeah, I get it. Marjorie Taylor Greene went on The View.
That's right. How'd that go?
Pretty, well, I've got a bunch of clips. We can play them, and anytime you guys want me to pause and make your comment, feel free to have me pause. I am in an area, or not in an area, I guess it's everybody. I don't have ESPN or ABC right now because I have YouTube TV. It's kind of wild. Thank God G Money is old school and wants to use DirecTV. So he has DirecTV. So I was able to watch the Monday Night Football game on Monday. But I was like, why is Monday Night Football not on? What is going on here? I had no idea. I don't pay that much attention. I don't watch that much ESPN, but on NFL night, it hit me. And so I was like, oh, I'll watch The View today. I've recorded it. Just when, what are the cackling hens going to be stupid about? And it's gone because I don't have ABC because YouTube and what's that? Yeah. YouTube TV is fighting with ESPN, Disney, whatever. So it's not available to us right now. And then
you got to get the cheater box like I have.
Yeah, I have a few friends that have that. My worry is that they can zap that at any time, and that'll happen during like the Lions in the championship game. And, I can't run that risk. So
the Lions aren't getting to the championship game, so you won't have to.
A divisional round, whatever, wild card round, anything. Fine. Yeah, I think you're right at this point.
Maybe a wild card.
But I was able, thank God for X, I was able to find some clips. So I'm reading this story. Marjorie Taylor Greene showed a softer side Tuesday as she broke repeatedly with President Trump and the GOP during an interview on The View. Yeah, I don't know when these people are going to learn that people on the right are not a monolith. Like, it's perfectly fine for some people to disagree wildly. It doesn't mean democracy is over. If you disagree with someone on the right, there are things probably all three of us disagree with on the right. That's okay. So Marjorie Taylor Greene not agreeing with everything Trump thinks is just fine. That's not going to get her canceled. It's not going to get her kicked out of the group. Who gives a shit? So let's see here. Which one should I start with? Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay, we'll start here. Again, tell me to pause whatever you want.
Well, you're taking my job. You're slamming Republicans a lot on topics like health care, the Epstein files. We know he's still your favorite president. I mean, Truman is mine. I dated him.
But I did not date Donald Trump. But I do love him.
You do love him. You do love him, yeah.
Yes, I do.
All right, well, whatever. So when was the last time you spoke to him? And what's with the tension between the two of you. Now, you may love him, but he may not love you back right now.
Well, that's okay. I mean, Donald Trump, he usually yells at everybody, so we're all used to it. But he's the president of the United States. And here's something you all may not know about me. I think a lot of people on the left are learning that when I ran for Congress in 2020, I ran criticizing Republicans and Democrats equally, because I come from a working class family, ran a construction company for over 20 years, and I feel like the government has failed all of us. And it purely disgusts me. It really does. And I represent a district that is rural, manufacturing district, blue-collar workers, and people have been crushed by decades of failure in Washington, D.C. And so I have no problem pointing fingers at everyone. And the worst thing that I just can't get over is we're not working right now. And I put that criticism directly on the Speaker of the House. And we should be at work. All the people sitting in this audience, they go to work every day.
See, they love
people
that.
At home watching the show, they go to work every day. Ladies, you go to work every day. The people on your set. And
do you feel like this is disingenuous to blame Speaker Johnson for the shutdown?
Yes.
Yeah, she's being annoying.
She's not blaming Johnson, though.
Isn't that what she just said?
Yeah.
I think she put it kind of on everyone not working.
I thought she was saying Speaker Johnson needs to take responsibility or something like that. Did I mishear that?
Did I not hear that? Roll
that is what she said.
Let's back it up a hair. I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
And we should be at work. All the people sitting in this audience, they go to work. It over is we're not working right now. Problem pointing fingers at everyone. And the worst thing that I just can't get over is we're not working right now. And I put that criticism directly on the Speaker of the House. And we should be at work. All the people sitting in this audience, they go to work every day. People at home watch.
I think she's talking about how they're not even in session.
Okay, but there is a shutdown.
Right. Is the Senate working?
I'm not sure. I look to you for those answers.
No, I don't think they are. I don't think she's blaming the shutdown on him because he can do nothing about it.
Yeah.
But I also think she's probably, and believe me, I don't care about Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's probably talking about them not even negotiating. No one's talking.
Yeah.
She's kind of bugging me lately.
Yeah. Fuck her. I don't care about her.
I would kind of trade her for Fetterman at this point.
Yeah, I would too. She let's see. There's a couple other clips. We
could play Red Rover with Fetterman and Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Let's hear from
do you think it's a good idea for the military to be marching into our cities and towns right now because maybe people don't like the speech that they're hearing? How do we combat that and get back to going after the people who really are the problems?
Well, on free speech, I want to say that I think that all of us right here are doing a great job of exchanging our ideas and things that we believe in, and we're doing it in a very professional and kind way. And in my opinion, I think we need more of that in America. I really do. And a lot of people wanted me to come on the show and say nasty things and all of us to fight. They wanted all of us to fight.
Thank you for not doing that.
Oh my goodness, no. I didn't want to around that.
It's like 5-1.
She could handle it, but she didn't want to.
No, I didn't want to do that today because I believe that people with powerful voices like myself and like you, and especially women to women, we need to pave a new path. This country, our beautiful country, our red, white, and blue flag is just being ripped to shreds. And I think it takes women of maturity to sew it back together.
I need a supercut of all of the shitty things the women on that panel have said about her over the years.
Right. They've called her the worst things ever.
Taylor Greene.
Yeah, for sure they did. And the only reason she's on that show right now is because she's been criticizing Republicans lately. That is the only reason.
And ABC didn't ABC, like someone the president or whatever say we need to get more conservative voices on these shows. Just having 1,000 Democrats saying the same thing and no pushback at all is a problem. And so that's why you've seen Who else was on there recently on The View? Didn't they have someone else?
I don't
know.
I think they did.
I saw it was so funny. This was like whenever it was right after they said that they wanted to start having more conservatives on. And part of Matt Walsh's episode was like, I don't know if you know me, but my name is Matt Walsh and I am the least conservative of all the conservatives. I'm a perfect place for you to start if you want to have conservatives on your show.
They don't.
It's like I'm very middle of the road, all the things that he's not.
Yeah. Well, these chicks, she called for the release of the Epstein files. So it's a priority for congressional Democrats. It's not. They don't give a shit about Jeff Epstein.
I'm sorry. Him already, and they never released him. I don't get this mentality.
I'm tired of this argument. We care so much about Jeffrey Epstein. No, you don't. You care about anything you think can be negative press for Donald Trump. That's what you care about. So I don't care about that. They also asked, let's see, do you want to watch, is there any more that's worth watching? Oh, QAnon. We'll give it a minute.
That you seem to disagree on. I've got to tell you, I'm sitting here just stumped. Because you are a very different person than I thought you were.
Well, you've only seen me in clips and headlines. And that's not.
Yeah, shouldn't that tell you something, Sonny? That you have this made up version of anybody who disagrees with you on the political aisle, is on a different political aisle. Mm-hmm. Like you're shocked that Marjorie Taylor Greene, you can agree. There's some spaces you guys can agree together on.
Yeah, right.
That should trouble you that you're on a national platform, whatever it's worth nowadays. And this is shocking to you.
You know what I love about this is these broads seem to have solved all these issues in one episode. I love it.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, give me a fucking break.
And that is true. Now, you've broken from the Republican Party in a number of issues, including, besides the shutdown, such as the war in Gaza, tariffs, Trump's desire to expand AI, foreign aid. But you've also had these clips highlighting the very public
her family-owned slaves
with your colleagues, where your behavior, some say, is just unbecoming for a congresswoman. And you're promoting conspiracy theories like QAnon in the past. But you seem to have grown past that. And I feel like I'm sitting next to a completely different Marjorie Taylor Greene. Why the change? Why the evolution?
Well, Sonny,
it's like you've gone so right. It's like you're on the left now.
Now we agree on something. I want to hug you.
Yeah. Isn't that gross? It's just gross. They got all over too
before because you disagreed with me, but you've evolved. You're on the left now.
I tried to destroy everything about you to anybody that would listen to me for a decade. But look at you now. Yeah. We both agree sort of that Trump stinks on something.
Yeah, right.
You're basically on my team now, right? I wish Marjorie Taylor Greene would have absolutely pulled receipts and said, on October 3rd, 2020, you said this about me, and I quote. Yeah. Can we play the clip? Can someone in the back play the clip?
Right.
And
she should have. Because those women don't deserve any grace. They don't give it. They don't deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah. They also shit on her. Let's see. They asked about the controversy over Nick Fuentes appearing on Tucker Carlson. And Marjorie Taylor Greene said, I'm not anti-Semitic, but I am critical of the Israeli government. Did you guys see Tucker's interview with Nick Fuentes?
No, I don't care. I don't know anything about Nick Fuentes. I dislike people who are what I interpret as like purposefully racist just to be shocking. Like it's not my thing. I don't know if you guys know that her name's like Isabel. She's a conservative chick. I'm going to bring up her ex, but she says the most ridiculous, outlandish shit just to get clicks. And I kind of feel like that's how Nick Fuentes is. I don't know anything about him, so I could be wrong.
Well, but I heard that Ben Shapiro did a whole podcast on him yesterday, and he's a white supremacist asshole.
Yeah,
he's a fucking clown. He is not Charlie Kirk's heir apparent.
Yeah,
the guy is a clown.
I would warn both of you about this, and I'm not going to bat for Nick Fuentes, but I have watched a few things because I've heard the same stuff and I know what these attacks are like. One thing you'll find about Nick Fuentes is he's fucking wicked smart and really good. He's really good. He's said stuff like, keep in mind, he's 26. And people like Ben Shapiro have been trying to take Nick Fuentes out since he was 18. He's got a problem with Israel and AIPAC funding, which is counter to everything Ben Shapiro stands for.
No,
and so
I get it, but he also says some really shit. I mean,
sure
they
he
played
does.
it yesterday.
Yeah, I've heard it too. He's there's not many people who are going to go out and be like, yeah, look, I want to keep the white race going. I'm going to marry a white woman and have white children. Like, I feel like there's any other race can say that. And it's just like, well, yeah, sure. Good for you.
True.
You're proud. Yeah. And Nick says that unabashedly. I'm not going to bat for Nick, but I watched the interview Tucker did with Nick Fuentes. And it was, I don't know. They both take issue, it sounds like, with Israel leadership and trying to make this argument like Tucker is like number one on the hit list as far as Jews in America go. I think it's crazy. I was reading this article by Rich Lowry in the New York Post today. And it's like, this is a different Tucker Carlson than what I've seen. And the Nick Fuentes hatred, I'm like, that kid's not going anywhere. And he's really fucking talented. As far as that space, he's really talented. I don't agree with everything he says. I think it's reckless. Thank God you don't have comments that I've made when I was 26 years old anywhere. My guess is he'll grow through time. We'll see. But this article here, Nick Fuentes.
Rusty says I'm a commie.
You are?
Yeah, in the chat.
Why are you a commie?
Because I don't like Nick Fuentes' bullshit.
Yeah. Well, Nick Fuentes hit the jackpot. The influencer made it on the Tucker Carlson show. You could argue that Nick Fuentes is almost bigger than Tucker Carlson at this point.
Really?
Yes.
Tucker Carlson can do 60 million views on Twitter with one video.
I think Nick can too.
Really?
I think he's been the most canceled
got the whole
person.
Groyper community or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about the Groypers or anything like that, but I think Nick has a massive following. Massive. So what they say about Tucker Carlson here in this article, the nation's foremost vehicle for laundering noxious ideas into the conservative mainstream. Fuentes is a Holocaust denier and self-avowed racist whose goal is to remake the right wing in his image. Carlson prides himself on asking supposedly telling questions when it comes to promoting any number of conspiracy theories. Couldn't really bring himself to ask any of Fuentes. Instead, he gave the Nazi sympathizer a tongue bath and said at one point of Fuentes' ideological project, I guess you won. This was just another day in the office for Carlson. The former Fox News host has made it his business to promote anti-Semitic tropes and conspiracies. What Stephen A. Smith is to sports talk, Tucker Carlson is to obsessive anti-Zionism. There's almost no anti-Jewish theme, dual loyalty, sinister plotting that he doesn't elevate, although he occasionally stipulates that he likes Israel and has no interest in talking about it. And then they go on talking about when he interviewed Ted Cruz, he bristled with hostility for the hawkish Republican senator from Texas. When Cruz noted that Carlson seemed fixated on Israel, Carlson retreated to his favorite dodge that he was just asking questions. You think Ted Cruz won that exchange? Do you guys remember that exchange?
Mm-mm.
No.
And Tucker Carlson?
I do. No, Tucker won that one.
This was like people that
Is
are
that the one where Tucker laughed in his face?
I'll play you a couple clips.
Okay.
I think this was what Charlie Kirk was recognizing, that this whole idea of Israel, no matter what,
I just
is
don't care about Israel.
I know,
do.
I know,
it's
I know.
so weird to me.
But trying to write people off that are critical of foreign policy between the United States and Israel, Nick Fuentes went out of his way many times on that Tucker Carlson interview to go, yeah, I was asking legitimate questions as a young person, why are we giving $3 billion a year to Israel that isn't going to be paid back? Like, what do we get? We must get something for that. What do we get for that? And he was basically told, like, shut up, stop asking questions. Why do you hate Jews?
Right.
And it's like, no, that's kind of a fair question. Mm-hmm. And the Ben Shapiro's of the world don't want to hear that.
No,
the Mark Levins of the world don't want to hear it.
I get Shapiro's is a supporter of Israel and irrational, because he lost his shit on October 6th and really kind of went off the rails for a while. Yeah.
Let's see. Carlson lobbed softballs while Fuentes, blah, blah, blah. There was instant backlash and alarm for the interview he did. The good news is that MAGA is not anti-Semitic. No, I don't think they are. But let's go back a little bit. I've got a couple clips. I can't remember which order to go in, but here we go. Here, you tell me if Ted comes off looking good in these.
How many people live in Iran, by the way?
I don't know the population.
Oh, actually, you know what?
At all?
Let me start with the other one first.
You don't know the population?
Now I remember this.
Tax goals shaped by the goals of the Israeli government to any extent.
Okay, that's a really simple from question. Lobbying on behalf of.
It's a simple question. Are AIPAC's goals shaped by the goals of the Israeli government? And I'm just going to ask you that question straightforwardly. And if you say no, I think we both know that's not true.
Okay, are they shaped by?
Are they coordinating with the Israeli government?
Are they talking with them? Yes.
The Israeli government
directing them? You want to talk about FARA? The law on lobbying on behalf of someone.
Yeah.
It is, I hire you and you lobby on behalf of me. I direct you. Does Israel direct AIPAC? No, they are not lobbying on behalf of them. Do they care about them? Yes, but
do you think that it's just interesting because what you're now describing in a very defensive way, I will say, is foreign influence over our politics.
No.
And you began, and it's so transparently obvious to everybody. I don't know why you would be embarrassed of it. You've said that you are sincerely for Israel. I believe you. I don't think you have some weird agenda. You seem to be sincere.
By the way, Tucker, it's a very weird thing. The obsession with Israel. When we're talking about foreign countries,
it's hardly an obsession.
You're not talking about Chinese. You're not talking about Japanese. You're not talking about the Brits. You're not talking about the French. The question, what about the Jews? What about the Jews?
Oh, I'm an anti-Semite now. Senator,
you're asking the questions, Tucker. You're asking, why are the Jews controlling our foreign policy?
Senator,
that's what you just asked.
Hardly saying that. And I have
That is exactly what you just said.
Well, actually, I can speak for myself and tell you what I am saying.
Good.
On behalf not simply of myself, but on my many Jewish friends who would have the same questions, which is to what extent, and it's interesting you're trying to derail my questions by calling me an anti-Semite, which you are.
I did not.
Of course you are. And rather than be honorable enough to say it right to my face, you are in a sleazy feline way implying it or just asking questions about the Jews. I'm not asking questions about the Jews. There's nothing to do with Jews or Judaism. It has to do with the foreign government.
Isn't Israel controlling our foreign policy? That's not about the Jews.
You said, I'm asking you.
And by the way, you're the one that just called me, I think, a sleazy feline. So let's be clear.
It's sleazy to imply that I'm an anti-Semite, which you just did.
No, I just said, why is that the only question you're asking? You answer it. Give me another reason. If you're not an anti-Semite, give me another reason why the obsession is Israel.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah. And then Part two is even better, which we'll play. But I think a lot of this, to me anyways, feels like when people are like, you can hate the Chinese government. It doesn't mean you hate Chinese people. And I think a lot of people are making that point about Israel. It's what Charlie Kirk was contending with, going, the young generation that I'm dealing with on college campuses are not falling in line with this idea of supporting Israel at all costs, the war in Gaza, all of that stuff was falling apart. That's what Charlie Kirk was taking issue with. But it doesn't mean he hates Jews. It doesn't mean you're anti-Semitic. It doesn't mean Tucker Carlson's anti-Semitic. I don't even remember how good this is, but I remember.
How many people live in Iran, by the way?
I don't know the population.
At all?
So funny.
No, I don't know the population.
You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple?
How many people live in Iran?
92 million.
Okay. Yeah.
How could you not know that?
I don't sit around memorizing population tables.
Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government.
Why is it relevant whether it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant?
Because if you don't know anything about the country...
I didn't say I don't know anything about the country.
What's the ethnic mix of Iran?
Oh my God.
They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay,
it's not even. You don't know anything about Iran. So
okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran.
You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government. You're the one who don't know anything about the country.
No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump. You're the one who can't figure out if it was a good idea to kill General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
You don't believe they're trying to murder Trump?
Yes, I do.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really believe that...
We're carrying out military strikes today.
You said Israel was.
Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them.
Well, you're breaking news here, because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive capacity.
No, we're not bombing them. Israel's bombing them.
You just said we were.
We are supporting
Israel.
High
stakes. You're a senator. If you're saying the United States government is at war with Iran right now, people are listening.
Okay.
Oof.
Awkward.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's a little disingenuous when the New York Post is like, Ted Cruz put him in his place. Like, no, that did not go well. You don't see Ted Cruz lose many debates at all. So I don't know. I'd encourage you guys to go watch the Nick Fuentes interview. There's a couple times in there where you're like, geez, that's not going to age well. But I don't know. I think it's interesting. He's a fascinating character. He's not going anywhere. And we'll see how that.
You don't believe he's the heir apparent to Charlie Kirk?
No. No, there is no heir apparent to Charlie Kirk. That's the problem with the whole thing with Charlie Kirk.
Right.
There is no
and the right mentality, and it's going to be.
Yeah. You think of like, hey, your one goes down, your star receiver goes down. You can go trade and get another number one and fill that slot. And time, there is no other Charlie Kirk. That's why you never saw anyone like Charlie Kirk before him. And my guess is it's going to be a long fucking time before you see someone like Charlie Kirk again. There was something so measured about him. It wasn't just about talking points and who can memorize the most stuff. There was more to Charlie Kirk than that. That's what makes it so sad to me, is that was beyond just kind of a generational talent. And so, no, I don't think Nick Fuentes in any way is that kind of character at all. But my guess is Nick's not going anywhere. Just get used to it. Did you see we lost Dick Cheney last night?
Yes.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I thought he was dead already.
I kind of did too. Yeah.
He's been so out of the public eye.
I think he's been out of the public eye since 22. I think he endorsed his shit daughter like in 22.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how when someone dies and all of us, the first thought is, wait, didn't that guy die like 5 years ago?
Right.
Or, oh, wow, I didn't know that guy was still alive. Holy shit. I
didn't feel any way about his passing, to be honest with you.
No, I'm not going to dance on any graves.
No, me neither.
Or anything like that. But this is funny. They're trying to, again, get Trump. The White House offered no public condolences Tuesday on the death of Dick Cheney, former vice president. Why would he is right. Like,
yeah.
Hilarious. Flags were lowered to half staff at the executive mansion because law requires that. Trump has repeatedly attacked Cheney as a warmonger, sparred with his daughter, Liz Cheney, who served as the top Republican, along with, what's his douche, on the Jan 6 committee. They were the Republicans on that. Both Dick and Liz endorsed Kamala Harris, saying Trump was the greatest threat to the country since its founding. He said that with a straight face, Dick Cheney. Mm-hmm. Really?
He's a globalist. He's
a neocon.
He's part of all of it.
Yeah. He's as bad as they get. And people are done with the whole. I think most conservatives kind of at this point, with what we know after the war on terror, after September 11th, what we've learned about the neocons of the party, most people aren't fans of any of them.
Well, didn't the Bushes vote for Hillary, or not Hillary, Kamala?
Kamala, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to keep that grift going. It doesn't matter which team's in power. We're all on the same team. Trump is a real problem to that reality. And so it was no surprise that the Dick Cheneys and the Mitt Romneys and the George W. Bushes were going to fall in line with Kamala Harris.
Right.
But there's a lot of conservatives who look at Dick Cheney as a monster, as a war criminal.
There's a lot of people, Democrats, who used to look at him that way too.
Yeah. And they don't care for him now either, any more than they care about Liz Cheney or the Epstein files.
Well, they love him when it's convenient to use him to trash Trump.
Right. That's all it is.
Right.
That's all it is. Like today, the questions for our press secretary. Last I checked, the president has not commented on the death of Dick Cheney. Is the White House involved in funeral arrangements? Does the president plan to speak at the funeral? Has he spoken to anyone in the Cheney family today? Does the White House have an opinion on whether or not the former VP should lie in honor or state in the Capitol?
I don't think Trump cares what they do.
No.
He'll just say, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, it's law that we have to fly flags at half staff at the executive mansion for a month. Cool. Do it. Whatever.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
I don't need speech.
You need me to say a few words? Fine, write them.
Yeah. She said, I don't believe the White House is involved in that planning, or at least hasn't gotten to it yet. I know the president's aware that he's passed. As you saw, flags have been lowered to half staff and according to a statutory law. So there's U.S. flag code that requires flags to be lowered after the death of a former VP from the day of death until internment. In the nation's 248-year history, there has never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. He tried to steal the last election using lies and violence. Dick Cheney did.
Oh, fuck off.
And he used lies and violence to keep himself in power after the voters rejected him. He can never be trusted with power again. This is a fucking monster who lied this country into the Iraq war.
Right.
So with regime change in mind, murdered millions in the process, has destabilized the Middle East. He's part of that group. And Trump hated those people September 12th of 2001. That Donald Trump is on record as one of the few in this country when we all acted emotionally and went, fucking blow the whole thing off the globe. Blow the entire Middle East off the globe. Trump was the one of few standing there going, no, what does Iraq have to do with this? That's where he stood. He fucking hated the Dick Cheneys of the world. And who's the other asshole in Bush's cabinet? Rumsfeld. Trump hated them.
Yeah.
So my guess is he's not going to lie. That's not what he does.
Grifters.
Yes. Yeah. So Lion State, get the fuck out of here. We'll fly the little flag at half staff.
Right.
Pelosi's at it again. Amy, I brought this for you. I know how much you love Nancy Pelosi. She was doing an interview that CNN published, talking about, I think they're talking about Prop 50 in California, which is about redistricting, so we can try and make sure a conservative or a Republican can never win anywhere in California. Keep our supermajority in California. Win against Trump. So voting is underway for Prop 50. That'll win, by the way, in California. In a special election that will have significant effect on next year's battle for the House majority. California voters are deciding whether to pass this prop that would dramatically alter the congressional districts, putting the blue state front and center in the political fight over redistricting. Critics have disparaged Prop 50 as a power grab. Pelosi said Trump is the true threat to democracy. I wonder how many people buy this. Here she was.
He's just a vile creature. The worst thing.
He's a vile creature.
Earth. But anyway.
You think he's the worst thing on the face of the earth?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Why is that?
Because he's the president of the United States and he does not honor the Constitution of the United States. In fact, he's turned the Supreme Court into a rogue court. He's abolished.
What?
What the fuck is she talking about?
He's abolished the House of Representatives.
What? He's
what
abolished
a fucking lunatic.
the House of Representatives?
How's he doing that?
Chilled the press He's chilled the press.
What?
He's scared people who are in our country legally.
Illegally.
Wait, he's scared? No. The only people that have scared people who are here legally are people like you with your rhetoric, Nance, because no one here legally has anything to be worried about at all. What do you think the responsibility is on the journalist here? Those things about the Supreme Court, the House of Representatives, like what the fuck? No pushback on those?
Don't you see that little logo
right.
there?
What's that?
Don't you see that little logo there? It says CNN, Mike.
CNN. What were you going to say, Aim?
Yeah. How do you not call her out on any of this?
Yeah.
It's
mind-blowing to me. Like, just say anything you want. What did she say about the Supreme Court?
In fact, he's turned the Supreme Court into a rogue court.
A rogue court because you don't like how they vote doesn't mean it's fucking rogue. A rogue court, you dumb old bitch hag, would be if you just decided, oh, we're gonna add more people to the fucking court so that I can pack it. That would be a rogue court, ma'am.
Or what about that?
Shut up, Amy. Shut up.
What about that judge who keeps blocking Trump's executive orders? That's a rogue court.
That's a rogue court.
Exactly.
Court.
Exactly.
This is comical in that she's doing exactly that. Like, I disagree with what their ruling is. So they're a rogue court.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Get better dentures, old hag.
Yeah, you would think she could do something about those teeth. I know she's 85 years old, but still. Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. Who are you giving Republicans talking points? How dare you question me? Rogue court. Like, I would think as a journalist, you'd be like, hold on, we got to back up here a second. What do you mean exactly? Can you give me some examples of what he's doing to the Supreme Court, the House of Representatives?
No, they're used to not getting any pushback on any of their shit.
Yeah, because there are really stupid people listening to this clip right now. And so I'm going to need you to elaborate because they're going to just believe whatever horse shit comes out of your mouth. She'd probably snap on him because there's nothing she could say that would make any sort of sense about how Trump has made the Supreme Court a rogue court. Like, she can't have any examples. So then she would have to turn to him and go, shut up. Why are you giving Republicans talking points?
I found the Twitter account I was thinking of the chick that I fucking cannot stand because she's such a, like, she just says the most outrageous, racist shit to get people to fucking listen to her. And this is, I was having a hard time finding them because they're all visibility limited because she's so fucking racist. I'm not even going to read it.
What does visibility limited mean?
They violated the rules against hateful conduct.
So has she been doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I slut shame, say the N-word, and call out Jews because I support free speech. I call it as I see it. It's fun watching all the pearl-clutching fags chimp out. Okay.
And so she's constantly dropping the hard ER. And it's so fucking cringy. I can't.
Is she doing this for views? Is that the point of this?
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
But she just, like this, if my husband ever chose to move our family into a black neighborhood, I would assume he doesn't care about our safety. Let's see.
How many followers does she have?
She says, many women have a resting bitch face. Blacks have a resting chimp face.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
yeah, she's just a cunt. Let me see how much she's got. A lot.
Race mixing is tragic.
She's got a lot.
Yeah. So if you think this is what Nick Fuentes does, I think you're wrong.
I don't think he does that.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
From what I've seen. Now, that doesn't mean you can't go and find clips of him from 8 years ago saying some outrageous, maybe. But I've watched a handful of interviews he did one with Dave Smith. He did one with Patrick Bet-David. He did one with Tucker Carlson. And maybe he's changing and fooling everybody. But the things I've watched, he makes a lot more sense than he makes not sense. So that I'm not signing off on that. I'm just saying,
But you know what though, Mike?
But he would never say stuff like that.
The media is going to make it sound worse.
Of course.
They lead with white nationalist, white supremacist. They lead with that every time. It's just like it's with Trump. They want you to be tired of him. They want you, they don't want you to hear him.
And I realized I didn't do a very good job of laying out where I was going with the Tucker Carlson article in the New York Post. But that was kind of my point, is that you guys know Tucker Carlson. You've watched enough Tucker over the years to know that, okay, I see what you're doing in this article, but this is cartoonish. In if you didn't know anything about Tucker and you just read that opinion piece, you'd be like, wow, this is Hitler. He's trying to turn the country into Nazi Germany. That's hilariously stupid. They've done that forever with Nick Fuentes, for sure. And they're going after Tucker hard right now for even doing an interview with him. So that was kind of my point. But I go ahead and pull that chick up again, Amy. Do you listen to her, or is it just tweets?
No, I don't. No, and I don't even follow her on X. I just see her racist shit every once in a while. But she's got 200,000 followers, and she's just so friendly reminder. Ashley St. Clair is a Jewish whore. And she's always she hates Jews. She's always dropping the N-word with a hard R. She's always saying,
you know what though? People traffic in saying the dumbest, stupidest, nastiest shit because they're getting monetized. I mean, she's demonetized now, but she's got a huge following. She can just take them with her now.
Yeah. No, she's not demonetized. Just certain tweets are blocked. Like this one, 59,000 views. It says Kash Patel smells like an Indian, but operates like a Jew. She's just gross.
Yeah.
So those are the type of people that I just can't.
Amy, it's so phony.
I know.
What I noticed though is she's always done up in every image you showed there. She's all made up. She's pretty. Yeah. And so there's
that's definitely
what's that? Yeah. I wonder if people would take her. She'd have 200,000 followers if she wasn't pretty.
And drop in the hard ER.
Yeah, if she just was some fucking Appalachian white trash person, and
which
no
she
offense
kind
to
of
Appalachia,
is.
but
we have a big audience in Appalachia, Mike. Watch it.
Yeah, and I love. Believe me, dude, I love Appalachia. I'm just saying, if it was the trope of what people think of the down south dropping hard R's, that over the top. Caricature of those people.
Hey,
I hate those toothless fucks in Appalachia, just so you know.
Why? Can't afford dental. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hold on. It's because I can.
Hey, there's 270 people listening over on X. So what I need all of you to do right now, this very second, is go to YouTube and go to TDC Podcast and hit subscribe, please. Thank you. Valhalla, I made you a mod, and he's in East Tennessee, so we can't talk shit about it.
East Tennessee. Nothing wrong with East Tennessee. Greg, why don't you sign off and take off? Amy and I will wrap things up. I know you've got Zane coming over to hook up that expensive, exclusive equipment that NFL Bob.
It's funny. He just texted me, said I'm on my way.
Yeah. Tell Eric I said hello, Eric Zane.
I will. He's not here yet.
Oh, okay. I just got your text, and I thought it was you.
I got about 5 more minutes.
Okay. All right. Then I will go out with. We've got a couple emails, but I did want to ask you guys your thoughts on Tom Brady and the cloning of his dog. That story came out today.
So I know that people are bothered by this.
I'm
not.
Really?
I get it, and I want to know I have a million questions.
How much?
Yeah.
I want to know how much. Can anybody do it? Does the dog, is it an actual clone, or is it basically it's like a sibling? Does the clone have any health issues as a result of it being made in a lab? Can you make it live forever? All of those things, if that,
I don't
yes, I'm good.
Amy, I don't want him coming back like Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, literally, that's what my husband said. He was like, Pet Cemetery type shit.
Pet Cemetery. Dolly the sheep. Like Pet Cemetery is what I thought, where it's like you're heartbroken at the loss of a pet. It's like, oh, what can I do? Here's the thing. I don't think they come back the same temperament. So
or the same color or anything.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like a sibling.
Isn't that the point of a clone? Is that it looks identical? Like I get it if Amy wants Diesel Part 2 and it looks just like Diesel, but it's like it's not going to have Diesel's temperament. It's going to be a totally different animal.
Diesel's the sweetest.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's the best guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's the best boy going.
I was reading this article. Here's the thing, and this guy's like, Tom Brady's just fucking weird, and that I agree.
Yeah,
Tom Brady he's one of the weirdest dudes ever, but so is all the GOATs. All the GOATs to me are just the weirdest dudes ever. Michael Jordan is weird as shit. Tiger Woods is weird as shit.
Rodgers
Tom Brady's weird as shit. Who is?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, and he's not even a GOAT. Oh, look at that
But
one.
then
Are you going to clone that one?
Clone this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, yours would be like Pet Cemetery. The thing would be dirty and bite in your face. No more licks.
She says, hi, Uncle Mike.
Aww.
Hi, Oyster. Hi, Oyster.
Yeah, hi, sweet
oh, yeah, look at those ears go. Hi, Oyster.
Look at this, though. Does your dog sit still like this?
Miggy does.
Does he?
Cece's like, D, just put me down.
I just want to go in the Pazul.
D, hold on.
Yeah,
D.
Valhalla, this is kind of what I thought. A clone should be like a fucking clone. If we're just like out here extending the lineage, and like making another sibling, I don't know that I need all that.
Yeah. So, but of course he's got a financial interest in this company.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
like
he's probably doing it because he wants to clone himself, which I'm sure is why he's invested in it. And the first step is the dog.
That's a great point. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my animals. They mean the world to me and my family. Said everyone ever.
Really everyone ever. Every dog owner ever.
A few years ago, I worked with Colossal. Here's their logo on their website. The biotech company, and leveraged their non-invasive cloning technology through a simple blood draw of our family's elderly dog before she passed. So non-invasive, does that include jamming a needle and drawing blood?
Well, it's probably one of those things. It's like, hey, we're going to get blood work done. Take an extra vial so I can give it to the cloning company.
They're not going.
And then we're gonna take that.
Yeah,
we're gonna take that needle and we're gonna jam it into this Indian burial ground we found out in the woods, and in no time you'll have your old roots back. The company gave my family a second chance with a clone of our beloved dog, adding he's excited how Colossal and Viagen's tech together can help both families losing their beloved pets while saving endangered species.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Bring back the dinosaurs.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, this is Jurassic Park. So there's a big difference between the fucking dodo egg and bringing the dodo bird back versus just cloning your animals. And I
could go off the rails
there, like
real quick.
Yeah. This sounds like a marketing ploy for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can almost guarantee that Tom Brady, kind of like who did that? Who froze their body? What famous
Ted Williams?
I bet Tom Brady's doing something similar. Like
and then his head melted.
You know he is. His Ted Williams.
The freezer
head melted.
Yeah, I think the freezer broke and he melted.
No.
Yeah,
he's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I think Ted Williams, like, I think he thought
he's gonna come back with an all
melted
head. He's gonna be like, "What the hell did I pay you guys for? You couldn't even keep me cold."
Do you remember the days when Drew would write script and we would call Ted Williams' head? Dude, it was one of the funniest fucking bits. Drew would be in the other room and we would call Ted Williams' head, and it was just that. I don't remember the jokes, but
that's amazing.
That's hilarious.
Woolly mammoth and dire wolves, I know for sure. I think I heard dodo birds too. Yeah, the dire wolves.
Yeah. Woolly mammoth would be kind of sweet.
Yeah.
I like that.
I want a mammoth.
Yeah.
Yeah, humans are never going to be satisfied. We'll bring back the woolly mammoths. Next thing you know, it's T-Rexes and
it's actually a woolly mouse. They did it with a mouse.
They did something with the dire wolves recently.
Does it have big tusks?
No, it's evolving.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those
keep me posted.
I will.
There's a place down the street here. It's like Rare Earths, I think it's called. And they have like all kinds of metals and stones and everything from all over the world. and they've got on display there. They've got woolly mammoth tusks from like 500,000 years ago or some shit.
Wow.
And they're as wide as this garage. They're absolutely massive. I think they're $500,000, but it's sitting there in the lobby. You can go check it out.
It is a woolly mouse.
Woolly mouse, yeah.
It's a woolly mouse refers to the genetically modified laboratory mice designed. So they're doing it in like stages.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You're playing God at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to run. Easy's here.
Okay. See you, dude. Well, Amy and I'll wrap up with a couple emails and then
I'll be here tomorrow with the mic.
All right.
Yay.
Awesome, dude. Say hi to Eric for us. Eric Zane, everybody.
Sure.
All right. Go check out Eric Zane's podcast. Wherever you pod. All right. Should we do a couple emails and then wrap it up?
Sure.
You're always watching stuff on the side, Amy, because you can multitask.
Yeah.
Is anything going on in these elections? Any like exciting news or surprising shit going on?
I haven't seen anything too exciting.
So it's 8:00 back east right now, 10 after 8.
It is.
Polls closed at 7. I'm hearing
I think that polls close at 8.
Oh, do they? I thought they closed at 7 in New York. Is it 8? You could be right.
Oh, I mean, I'm thinking of where I live.
Yeah,
Michigan.
but isn't the one everyone's watching Mamdani in New York?
Yeah.
And I hear that's going to be a lot closer than people think. So we'll see. My guess is win in New York will get what they voted for. Good luck.
Oh,
Good
well,
luck
the chick out of Virginia, that Spanberger, that chick in Virginia won the governor's
Democrat
race there. Yeah, the Democrat who was supporting that psycho.
Jay Jones or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw someone interviewed right before I walked in here and they were like, yeah, he feels bad about that and shit. He didn't mean that and shit. So we're moving past it. I'm like, oh, is that how that works?
Oh, yeah. Right.
And I don't remember seeing the clips go viral of him vehemently apologizing for talking about if he was in an elevator with Hitler, Stalin, and the Republican candidate, and he only had 2 bullets, he would shoot the Republican candidate twice.
Yeah, right.
That was one of the tweets or texts that he sent.
Yeah. Like the kids needed security.
Yeah.
It's
but
psychotic.
He didn't mean that shit.
No, he didn't mean
feels
it.
Terrible
he only
about
said
that.
it in a private chat that he never thought would be made public.
Right.
Yeah.
And, he feels terrible about that and shit. And we moving on and shit. I was like,
I
okay.
think at the end of the day, which I hate that saying, but it's accurate for what I'm about to say. At the end of the day, I think New York I think Cuomo is going to inch out a win.
Cuomo?
I just would be shocked if that. I think it's going to be very close, but if that fucking socialist wins, you get what you voted for.
If you look at the betting markets,
and that's where it's most accurate. So what are they saying?
Well, it depends. The betting markets in New York are much different than nationally.
Yeah.
So nationally, it's like, oh yeah, 90% he's going to win. Mamdani's going to win New York.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I don't think
so. It's a lot of outside influence. We'll see. Hopefully, we know something tonight. But
yeah,
I'll go watch it. You'll watch it, and we can talk about it tomorrow. James wrote in, sorry about the Holes loss.
Thank you. I appreciate
But get your facts straight. Do turkey vultures eat live animals?
Do they?
Well, did you say that? Turkey
No,
vultures?
I said they wait for you to die.
That's what I thought we said.
Yeah, they're waiting. What I said was because my neighbor was all fucking worried about it being on his roof. And he's like, I've got a kid inside. It's like, well, is your kid alive? Because if he is, the fucking vulture doesn't care.
See, that's what I thought we said. So James is wrong, but he said...
Get your facts straight, James.
Yeah. So he sent me an
incorrect
article on...
correction.
Maybe. He sent me an article on turkey vultures. With their ominous presence circling high overhead, turkey vultures are a bird that often gets a bad rap. Their reputation as scavengers feasting on dead carcasses adds to public misconceptions. But do these vultures, also known as Turksy buzzards, ever attack and eat live animals, or are they strictly scavengers?
Scavengers.
Turkey vultures play a crucial ecological role as nature's cleanup crew.
Their
diet consists mainly of dead animals, so they don't eat Indian babies.
They do not eat alive Indian babies.
That's what I thought. Turkey vultures help
maybe
limit
dead
the spread
Indian
of
babies, but not
disease.
alive Indian.
Yeah, maybe a dead one, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
They help limit the spread of disease like anthrax and rabies.
Yeah.
They soar high in the skies, allows them to spot carcasses from up to a mile away.
Yeah.
An incredible sense of smell, the best of any bird, lets them detect gases from decaying meat.
I read this article when the
really?
fucking turkey vulture was on the roof. Yeah, I needed to know everything about them.
Well, for those that didn't read this article, it's quick. Bald, featherless heads stay clean when feasting inside rotting carcasses. Strong immune systems protect them from bacteria and parasites. Vomit defensive smelling vomit when threatened. Overall, they're highly specialized scavenger, not a hunter or a killer. And then they eat large mammals like deer, cattle, and horses, small mammals, reptiles, amphibians, dead fish washed up on shores, and scraps and refuse at landfills. So I don't know what you got wrong there.
No, I misheard me in all the commotion of my ranting. But yeah, that I did say that because I do know that. I learned all about them. I Googled them. When it was circling.
Lastly, this one, Angry Amy. Angry Amy is the best Amy. Going after see you next Tuesday, ladies. The internet has made these people bold. Or they just like to see people get triggered and that's their jam. We need an Amy rant portion of the show. Let her rip.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, John.
I appreciate that.
They're
I received
fun.
a couple messages in support of the rant. So thank you for not being like, holy shit, this bitch is crazy, which is kind of true. But I did honestly, I felt better after that. It was
you looked 1,000 times. You immediately got color back in your face. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. And I have no problem with it. I would agree with the one point he made in there, or the question he asked about, is this what they're looking for? Is just acknowledgement from anybody. I got your goat. I was after your goat, Amy, and I got it. I made you fucking lose your shit on me. Haha, I win.
And I agree, which is why, 9 times out of 10, I laugh it off. I laugh when people comment on my looks. I laugh when people call me like Nazi Barbie or, comment on someone commented on my nose today. That stuff doesn't bother me.
Nose.
Yeah, someone was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry for your huge nose." I'm just like, yeah, okay. I'm like, whatever,
Huge nose. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Amy's Kunt of the day. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
But when I see, especially like after just the day that I had and seeing her. So every once in a while they do get my goat. I will admit that. But usually I can just laugh it off. But that bitch just really irritated me. I'm sick of the people who are like tough behind their keyboards, but in person, I want someone to say something to me in person. I purposefully wear like Trump shirts and a MAGA hat in public because I'm just dying for someone to be like, say that what she said to me. I want someone to say it to me in person, and it never happens.
Yeah,
ever.
The only way they would is if you went to one of their rallies where they had 1,000 people with them.
Right. And
then they'd be tough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Which,
pathetic. Fuck them hoes.
Yep. And your rant is welcome anytime you want to go on it. We can get
you.
music for it, the whole works. Like, it's fine. It's fine.
We'll have to send in your song ideas for my rants.
Yeah. Crazy Bitch. Is that?
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Crazy Bitch by
crazy bitch, but you fuck so good, I'm on top of it.
Yeah. Buck Cherry. Crazy Bitch would be good. Is it Crazy Bitch? Is that what it is? Yeah.
When you were mentioning, you have an idea of a photo. I had ChatGPT make this.
That's what I was picturing. That's the only difference is mine had the dirt path in front of it.
So it's funny, Mike. I put the dirt thing in front of there, and it was like, we cannot make this image because that would be traumatizing to a 6-year-old. It's just like, okay, make it just standing next to the grave then.
Did you say, yeah, it was traumatizing to a 6-year-old? Fuck off. Hello?
Yeah, well,
yes,
we're not allowed to
it actually was.
Photos.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah, buck cherry. Yeah, it's buck cherry.
No, I was thinking you sent me. I had asked you at one point. I said I need to see what 10-year-old Amy looked like, and I asked you for a picture. And you sent me a photo of you at a birthday party around that age.
Yeah, my birthday.
And so I had that image in my head of that girl in that picture standing that just said "Dad." And I was like, oh, a cartoon with a song, and that could be funny.
There's one where I had a great 4th grade teacher. His name was Mr. Spring. He was one of my favorites. But he was a portly fellow, I would say, and one of these recent journals we found were from 4th grade. And one of them is like, what's your favorite big meal to eat? That was the journal question of the day. And my response was, well, I'm not like you, Mr. Spring. Like, I was so bitchy.
Yeah. You probably
I'm not like you, Mr. Spring, and I don't want to get fat, so I just eat a normal amount. Like, it's like that.
I wonder if 10-year-old you knew you were being kind of cunty at that point, saying something like that, or
I know.
You know what I mean? Like what your thought process was.
It just goes. I never had a filter. Like, even as a kid, no filter.
Yeah, that's funny.
So, yeah.
All right, let's call it a day, Ames.
Okay,
we'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, and then we'll do a member show on Thursday, patreon.com/TDC Podcast.